So we can see, so PN won Trap, and then Nocap won Northern Waters just now. We're going to Land of Fire, and it's Alpha Bravo spawn, right?
That is correct. So let's put this map, catch everybody up. Here's where we're going next, guys. We're going to, oh, hang on, that's not right. Nobody has won game 3. There we go. Update that. There we go. All right, so we're going to go look live. Now, this is game 3 down in Group L. This is Nigerian Princes Need Your Help versus Nocap. Of course, now the Nigerian Princes claiming game 1. That's the name that PN has chosen for their competitive team this time around, or at least one of their competitive teams this time around. And then Nocap claiming game 2 as we head to Land of Fire.
Perfect.
All right, so ship bans for this match. Let's talk about this real quick. So what, of course, we know Petro was our global ban, but what are we going to see? We're looking at Venezia and Montana are the ship bans for this match, Zath. I find that fascinating.
And why do you find that so fascinating?
Well, Venezia, right? Venezia is a ship, and we talked about this, I won't say extensively, but I remember we talked about this last King of the Sea, right? Venezia is a ship that largely serves, I'd say, I won't say only purpose. Let's say primary purposes. Okay. in a competitive format like this. One is to absolutely slap around destroyers when they're spotted. Okay. The other is to farm the bejesus out of a ship like, say, a Stalingrad or a Moskva or a Petro, something with that crazy Russian deck armor that the SAP will be able to land on the deck and full pin right through the deck at long-ish ranges, say 18 clicks, that sort of thing. Beyond that, Venezia is not an amazing ship for beating up other battleships, beating up a typical heavy cruiser. It can, but it's not like why you bring this ship. So if you're PN and you're banning Venezia, to me that's almost like your way of saying, we love our destroyers and get wrecked, here come our Stalingrads. Like you're almost I won't say you're telegraphing your strategy, but it's almost to me a signal like you're making a statement like, we intend to make sure that these ships are viable in whatever lineup we choose. Am I crazy? I mean, what do you disagree or agree with my opinion on Venezia?
I mean, so the thing about the Venezia that like I almost completely understand is it's like just they don't want to deal with the BS that's SAP, plain and simple. And so
I don't blame them on that
one. Gone, done. Right?
Yeah, get it out of here.
You know, it does possibly telegraph the idea that, hey, we're going to be bringing a ton of Stalingrad's Moskvas in, but I mean, there's other ships that can whittle down those cruisers too. So I don't know that it's such a concern from the perspective of what cruiser are you going to bring, but I think I agree with you. It definitely makes the destroyer players sigh a little bit of relief. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to deal with this. We saw the Z52 the last game just get smacked half health right off the bat with that Venezia.
Well, and the Venezia just kept fishing for him in that smoke, and eventually got him. Right? It was only a matter of time. So
yeah.
All right, so this is Npnyh v Nocap.
Now, Montana is kind of interesting, right?
The Montana band is also interesting. Montana is perhaps, I won't say, she's a great multi-purpose battleship, right? Because you can sling the AP and get really good work out of it, depending on the shot you're taking, or you can sling the HE as well, right? She's a nice generalist ship, let's say. Agree, disagree?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. To me, I just feel like there's so many other ships, like you said, yeah, Montana's kind of like it's their kind of a battleship, right? Like, now, if you're going up against 07, you know, that's a shot against William the Dank. But other than that,
I mean, it is, but my God, Zath, how many times have we seen William perform in any battleship you hand the guy, right? That's just the quality of player that he is.
But that's kind of the point I'm trying to make with the Montana is why?
No, it's a fair point, and I'm. So let's think through this. We looked at this from the approach earlier of you ban Venezia because something in your intended strategy or intended lineup, let's say, Venezia punishes particularly. What could be in your lineup that a Montana would potentially just punish unexpectedly, let's say?
Minotaur?
I mean, yeah, but any battleship can. You know, I'm with you. Like I'm
right. That's
I'm struggling. Right, Montana is such a just a well-rounded ship that it's difficult to pinpoint. Oh, it's really good against that. Because a Montana, in the hands of the right player, a Montana is useful in almost any situation you can put the ship into. Let's be honest, right? All right, guys, here we go. Heading to Game 3 of Match 1. We're down in Group L. With the result of this match will dictate what Zath and I cast next. The winner of this match will be moving on to face Armada Rosita. But for now, we got to look at Game 3 here on Land of Fire.
So I'll take PN if you don't mind.
Let's do this. Bring it on.
All right. So PN has decided that they want both flavors of Japanese steel folded 1,000 times. There's the Shikishima and the Maceau. We've got Des Moines.
That's a pretty sight, Zath. Look at them. Look at those things.
It is actually a very pretty sight. So you got Des Moines, double Moskva, Nevsky, double Marceau, and a Daring.
Nocap coming to the dance. Burgonia, Yamato, Des Moines, double Nevsky, Stalingrad, Gearing, Daring, and Marceau. Marceau very popular today, Zath.
I wonder
We've
why.
seen lots of them. Well, I actually do wonder why. We talked about this a little bit in the last event, right? I still struggle at times to understand. So somebody smarter than me is going to have to explain it to me someday. And plenty of people could. Like, there's plenty of smart players in this game smarter than me. But what is it about Marceau that Marceau does that Kleber couldn't also do, or potentially even do better? Is it because just the base reload of the guns is so much faster that she's more OP in a gunfight, whereas Kleber has to push her fancy reload button to get that feel?
I think it's more you've got the arcs that allow you to fire over islands, so you can abuse that kind of mechanic.
That's true.
It's got the torpedoes, which are the typical French spicy, and we were actually wrong, by the way, when we were casting before. It's got 2 torpedo launchers on either side. We thought it was 2 and 1.
2 and 1. Yep, we got that wrong.
So we got that wrong. But so Marceau's got that utility. She's pretty darn fast. And you're right. She's not dependent on hitting that main battery reload booster to make it work. But yeah, I mean, she's a tough ship to play, but between her and a Kleber, I think there's certainly advantages to each of those ships.
I agree, because they're kind of similar but not identical, right?
Yes, exactly.
It's going to be an interesting rumble at B. Both sides bringing a Daring, both sides bringing a Marceau. Both sides backed up by a Russian heavy cruiser with radar, so B has the potential to be very, very curious early on.
And I almost wonder too if these guys are expecting Kleber to be banned and therefore are playing Marceau. It feels weird.
Well, but I mean, you'll know in advance if the thing is banned, right? You'll be able to react because the ban. You'll know the ban. Okay. Oh, they banned Kleber. I'll take Marceau. Oh, they banned Marceau. I'll take Kleber. Presumably. I won't say the 2 ships are interchangeable, but they're similar enough that you ought to be able to get similar work out of each one.
Right. Radar going up by Elusive Payfast. Love that name. That means
I do love that name.
Means that Bravo is now going to be open.
Is Killer King going to dodge them all? He is. Well done with the speed and rudder adjustment there. Finds a gearing size gap.
Oh, over at A. Yeah, I see that.
Over at A. Yep. The Marceau rushed to A, bagged the cat, but Killer King already there. PN getting all of 2 points off of it before it was bagged. Now, one thing about PN's strategy on this map, and you can kind of see it here as they position their ships, they obviously have no intention of contesting the sea cap.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
At least not early. It looks like XGC is going to run over there and grab it, though.
So we saw something that was like this last weekend as well, last Sunday, where there was a destroyerless side, and you know, they just kind of rushed in and took the afterwards. So I wonder if we're seeing a similar play over here. Both teams basically saying C doesn't matter that much. We're just gonna sit back and wait and let's get A and B settled and squared away first.
Well, and the daring, I mean, is that Hawkeye? It's Hawkeye's daring has kind of been left by himself at B. He's still got the Stalingrad behind him.
Mm-hmm.
We know Captain Bond's radar is down for the moment. It looks like Hawkeye's play is to go ahead and let Tilo bag the cap, which he's done, and now he's going to reverse onto it. He's going to let him have it and then contest it.
Well,
so you see he's got his Hydro up. There's some Marceau torps coming in.
Interestingly enough, over at A, I think there's a lot more that's going to play out here in a second as Mowgli is getting ready to just hard push against Ledger. And there's really not much to stop him other than, well, I guess Iron Man's Yamato.
The Yamato's kind of backstopping him there, but Mowgli's also not going full speed, right? Like, he's pulled the brake. And admittedly, if you give the Marceau time to get set and figure out where his torpedo angles are, then this might not end bad. At the same time, what I think they're doing is they're pausing. Yeah, they're pausing. They're waiting for Killer Kane to move up on the flank and get Ledger spotted, which it looks like Kane is doing now.
Yep.
Kane's got to have him lit on the surface. Daring versus Daring continues at B. They continue to, the little mini games can continue to push Hawkeye off the cap as he continues to attempt to contest as Summers' Marceau rotates to C. XGC's Marceau about halfway done with the cap here. Waiting. I wonder if Incandescent's waiting to radar. They have to know he's here. Oh yeah, they can see him. So XGC knows that he's within radar range of the Moscow. I'm wondering if he's taken some HP damage. I'm wondering if he got beat up a little bit and pushed off once by that radar already while we were looking somewhere else.
He probably did.
Probably did. Now Summers comes around the corner with a big health advantage.
Yeah, this
spotting XGC to push him off the cap. This is a bad engagement for XGC.
Yep. Speed 3 also has a shot. He hasn't taken any yet, though.
XGC's not alone either. His teammates coming in to hammer Summers' Glow as well. Summers giving up a fair chunk of his health for this trade. Both Marceau's down about 7,000 HP from where they started the engagement. Pretty even trade. But not before XGC bags the cap.
Yeah, that was better than I thought it would have been.
Look at Hawkeye's position. I think maybe they're trying to pincer Ledger's Marceau in here. I think maybe. Uh-oh. They pushed Mowgli back far enough the Yamato finally had an angle on him, but he missed the shot. Now the Daring coming in to try to punish General Ledger. Getting some free damage as Ledger retreats back behind cover.
Yep, Deadeye Abuser is also coming under sustained fire now from Nevsky, Des Moines, and Gearing.
I feel like the A cap is eventually going to break for Nocap, Zath. I feel like PN's position here cannot be maintained over the long haul.
It's going to depend heavily on what happens with that Nevsky. If Deadeye Abuser is able to get out of here, I think it'll continue to be a bit of a kind of a standoff, but once it goes down, it's very easy for Killer Kane and the Gearing to rotate up, and then you're absolutely right, then General Ledger's dead.
Hawkeye's Daring, Mowgli's Des Moines, Killer Kane's Gearing, all kind of trying to close in and trap Ledger's Marceau. The Marceau looks like he's finally going to play discretion, becoming the better part of valor. He's running. Tilo's Daring trying to close in on Hawkeye from the opposite side.
Ledger just dodged those torpedoes. Here comes the push by Mowgli.
I think Mowgli's got his Hydro up. I think I saw the Hydro pulse going out a minute ago. I know Hawkeye had his up. Either way, they've got eyes on Ledger. Good hit.
Mm-hmm.
Shells coming in on Ledger from everywhere.
Hawkeye now has that spot. Yep.
This would be an example of your RoboCop, wouldn't it, Zath?
Yes.
See, I can learn. I may be an old internet guy, but I can learn a new meme.
Oh man, I'm so proud of you.
287 HP for General Ledger, but they've lost eyes. He escapes. That could be a decisive miss there for Nocap, leaving those points on the board. Coming up on the halfway mark, Nocap working on about a 130-point lead, about to bag A. They haven't killed General Ledger. They're not technically up a ship, but they technically kind of are, because if Ledger gets spotted by anything, he's a dead man.
Speaking of dead men, Incandescent is possibly going down here.
He's got Yami shells falling in. That's an aggressive push. I'm a little surprised to see it.
Oh, yeah.
He survives, but he's on 3K and climbing. Barely. He's going to maybe call him back to about 5,000 HP. We'll see where that heal stops. 4,500 for the Moskva. Can they see him? They cannot. No eyes on Incandescent right now. When you look at PN's deployment, they've definitely kited through C, so that arrangement has worked for them. They're about to surrender control of B, but they've got enough ships in the vicinity that they should be able to pick B back up eventually.
Incandescent got detected again. Here comes some shells from the Yamato.
Could be our first kill of the game, Zath. Let's see if he can get it.
And he does.
Nocap, narrowing the gap there. I'm sorry, I stated it wrong a minute ago. That lead was PN. PN had the lead, but that lead shrinking now. Oh, I'm sorry, they still have a lead on Caps because Nocap surrendered to B.
Words are hard, ladies and gentlemen.
Words are hard, man.
Hey, there goes that
it's only game 4. This is only going to get worse. One of these games, I'm going to shut up and let you talk like you did last game for me.
I don't mind.
I was like, oh, this is all you do it. And I was like, all right.
Well, you know, I wanted to get that issue troubleshooted and figured out. So thanks for.
Oh my, Captain Bond. Oh my, Captain Bond. Oh my. The conga line torps strike again. Stalingrad goes out south of B. That's a huge kill for PN. They needed those points. Brilliant conga line torpedoes from Tilo. Oh my, Captain Bond.
Something new here.
Oh my, Captain Bond.
Chat, if you're watching my let me hear what you think about this.
The conga line torp strike again.
I want to see if I could.
Stalingrad goes out south of B. That's a huge kill for PN.
Then I'll be embarrassed and I won't want to say anything.
I get nervous when that's like, I'm going to be creative now. Oh, crap.
Hey, you were creative like, what, 30 minutes before?
Yeah, well, okay. Well, see, here was my problem, Zath. I built that yesterday afternoon and got it working and was thinking, oh, I'll talk to him about this Friday night. Yeah, that didn't work out so well for me, did it?
Yeah. Right, you're excused.
And you also didn't have to. We haven't even used it yet today, so we'll have to see how it goes.
No. So, chat, we have a secret weapon. We have 2 secret weapons. One that I'm testing and one that...
2 secret weapons. 3 secret weapons. Fear, surprise, and sorry.
I was wondering if you were going to pick up on that.
Come on, man. Have you met me? Yes. Jeez. 12 minutes gone. A really tight game here. 40 points separate these two teams. Nocap up a ship, but PN up on capture control as they continue to slightly edge ahead on the extra cap that they own in the middle of the board. I really want to see what Criminal 6's Nevsky is doing over here, right? I think he's trying to push the Des Moines into a position. We're about to have some a Marceau slap fight, Zath. Oh, here it comes.
Yep.
Oh, XGC's going out.
XGC's going out. Though?
Lots of shells falling in on Summers, but they're all falling behind. They misunderestimate the speed of the Marceau, and now the Burgonia knows he's about to get bum rushed. With a Shikishima on his plank, he's trying to get his guns around for Summers' Marceau. This could get exciting.
And Speed 3 in the Des Moines is also there on the flank. Here comes his AP shells.
There's not much he can do about the Des Moines. He's gonna have to let it go. Oh, they're using Summers as a stalking horse. He pulls the handbrake.
Yep. Because they don't need to trade him. They can just let him get chewed up by the Des Moines.
This Burgonia is in such a terrible position. He has to keep his guns trained on the Marceau. As soon as he switches his guns, the Marceau charges him.
Yep.
Now, the Nevsky's trying to get up here to give the Des Moines something else to think about, but it's too late for that. Actually, if I was the Des Moines, I would have kept going up the 9 line.
Yes.
Here come the Marceau torpedoes. I think Veg, he's going to sail right into them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Brilliant play from PN. They're going to take this Burgonia right off the board. And just like that, they were down a ship. Now they're up a ship.
That is an execution right there. Now Criminal
That
6
is brilliant.
realizing he's got to make something happen. He's got to make them pay for what they've done. And I don't know about this, quite frankly.
Not long ago, PN looked like they were in the driver's seat, but not anymore. I'm sorry, Nocap looked like they were in the driver's seat, but not anymore. PN with a commanding 400-point lead here.
Oh, look at
the AP. Yeah, the AP goes in on the Nevsky. Like, that's not angled enough. Here comes the Shiki shells. Yep.
Wow.
Woof.
I was looking more at the north. Look at this desperation play.
Oh. The daring Torps bag Summers' Marceau. And just like that, Nocap makes up a ship.
Yeah, well, just like that, they're gonna lose a ship.
Well, I was gonna say the Gearing versus Yamato play back here. I'm not sure why you would do this precisely. I mean, you're gonna beat up the Yamato, but you're not gonna land enough torps to kill him. Took 3.
I think he was expecting that the Moskva didn't have an arc and range on him. And under that situation, he could just get on Iron Man's side. Iron Man also slapped him with a salvo. I couldn't tell if it was HE or AP. That also kind of made him think twice, but it was already too late. He'd already committed.
Yep. PN in the driver's seat now. They're going to surrender control of the B-cap, but at this exact moment, it doesn't matter. They have a ship lead, a health lead, and a points lead. All they have to do is retain control of C. They'll win in 2 minutes. Yamato Shiki duel going on over here on the 6-8 line. Shiki coming out a little bit ahead right now, it feels like.
Well, you've got Speed 3 getting involved with his guns too. Doing what Des Moines does best, sitting behind an island and being annoying.
That guy has been so good this game, just over there, just doing what he does, being an irritating jerk.
Yep.
Because that's what Des Moines does, man.
Yep.
So now you can kind of see Nocap seems to be they're banking. It looks like on this push through mid, right? They've got a Des Moines and Nevsky, a Daring lined up in the middle. The Yamato kind of in a position to back them up at C.
Mm-hmm.
I think the play is they're going to try and shove Hawkeye's Daring into C, but with the Des Moines radar right there, that feels like a play they can't win. The Des Moines radar, Speed's position has been kind of the crux of everything that's been going on over there this game, and I think it continues to be.
Absolutely.
As long as he lives, they can't step onto that cap without getting spotted. Well, all they can do is step onto it and hold back the gates, but...
And I'm sure Kozio wants to go south at this point. He wants to get behind the Des Moines, but he can't because he gives up a broadside to accidental submarine Shikishima. Here comes the radar.
Yep, they've got Hawkeye lit now. They know he's there.
Conga line torps coming from...
No, they don't.
Daring.
How do they not know he was there? He was within 10 kilometers. The radar's offline now.
I was just gonna say, the radar might have just gone down.
15 seconds, Hawkeye, they have to step onto this cap if they want to win the game. They want to stay in the game, but as soon as they give up a ship, the game will end. And it looks like it might be the... There it was. It's too late. They simply can't get onto the cap in time. There it was.
Yep.
Really, really well played game by both teams. Really, really well played.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, I got the last report wrong. PN won this game, right, Zath?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm making sure. Okay, I updated it correctly this time. I screwed the last one up. People were yelling at me in chat. They're like, "You got it wrong." I was like, "Yeah, I got it wrong," but like, it doesn't matter if the refs get it right. The rest is irrelevant. As long as the people running the event know who won, the streamer can get it wrong.
That's the spirit.
That's the spirit. All right. Well, round 1 is now officially over, regardless of what group you're in. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go back over here and look at this just to make sure. Let's have a check. Where's my spreadsheet? No, where's my tournament? Here we go. Lots of game threes. Group K, both games in Group K going to 3 games. Cagiolo went to 3 games. Mio MHG to 3 games. We saw Dale RLN going to 3 games. Pede and QCN, Pede2 and QCN2 went to 3 games. Kraken lost in straight sets to Star Brasil.
Okay.
I'll go put up the TTV screen. Folks can peruse things while we get set for the next match, which for us is going to be Armada Rosita and Npnyh. So Npnyh is going to drop down. They're going to become our Bravo team, Zaf.
Right.
And AR will be our Alpha team. And we're just going to have to wait and see what happens with map picks and so on. That'll all have to occur, let's see, in this window. There we go.
Oh man, Apes versus QQ7. That's going to be an interesting matchup.
Some really good games look like they're going to be going on in the winners bracket this round, right? We've got GLHF, GWP versus 5D up in Group A. We saw GGWP earlier. We saw 5D in day 1. Star and Dash RNG going on in Group B. RNG, and I love this team name. Not Fast, Just Furious.
Yep.
I love that team name. Ayame and mistakes were made. Ayame beating Soar in straight sets. That's interesting. Soar was a team that didn't they go 5-0 in day 1?
They looked really strong. Absolutely, yes.
I feel like they went 5-0 in day 1. What division were they in? Prentice? Yeah. No, they went 4-1. Prentice division was the one that had the 5-4-1 teams. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. Let's see who else. We talked about P2. P2 moving on to play Start. Dale will be taking on XPN, KSF and Tab, Mio and Neon, TNG and YOLO, QQ7 and Apes. That will be a good match.
Yeah.
A-Ship TSIOF, YOLO and Salsa will be playing each other in Group K. YOLO dropping their match to TSIOF 2-1. That would have been that was a good series. Did somebody cast that one? Did somebody cast Group K? Nobody cast that. No, hang on. Nobody cast that one. That's a shame. That would have been a good match, I bet.
Oh well.
CAG and it is what it is. I'm just looking through the list here to see what matches are looking at. CAG and AFK, SCK and Wookie, CAST, QC and 2, and Sur S and Kraken will be playing. So guys, remember this is group stage day 1. So what happens at this point is this is a double elimination, right? Once you lose your first match, you drop down to the losers bracket. If you can win that match, you then will play the other one-loss team that has survived in your bracket, in your group up to that point. But as soon as you drop 2 matches from here on out in the tournament, you are Kaputski, okay? That goes for day 4 and day 5. North America has rearranged, the NA admin team has rearranged the day 4 and day 5, basically the top 32, top 16, starting with the top 16 even, will still be double elimination. So you'll start with 16. You'll play a round of 16. The 8 loser teams will then move down to form a losers bracket. They will continue to play until teams out of that bracket have lost their second match, and then they will be done.
Right.
All right. I'm waiting to see. Let's see who's going to be starting this team. It's probably going to be. I think. No, that was. Let's see. So who's going to be? I need our Team 1 rep for this game. Let's see. Did they put out a spreadsheet? I feel like they put out a spreadsheet that told us who the team reps were.
I thought it was on the spreadsheet, isn't it? On the status board?
Is it?
We're looking for AR, right?
Yeah, I'm looking for. I need to know who AR's.
I think it's Jason. Jason 199506.
No, because that's APCR. They were the host for this first game.
Oh, okay.
See the team one rep. That's my point. Right now that box is empty. So I need to, I'm trying to figure out who the team 1 rep is. Well, let's have a look here. We're waiting. Let's see. NA. Select stage. Group 1.
Okay.
Here we go. Nope.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm doing it the old-fashioned way and just looking.
Looking at what? Oh, just looking to see.
Just looking
Yeah,
at the training room.
I haven't been able to figure it out yet. So, you know what else I could do? Hold on. I think I have the option. No, here we go. Where's my day of? Here we go. All right. There's a group. They finally opened up the group channels to everybody. Let's check on
What group channels? You mean in the Discord?
on Discord.
Oh, okay.
Let's try Rainmaker. Let's see. That might be it. No, I hit the wrong button, of course. There we go. Okay, there's 2 possibilities here. I think I'm going to have it in a moment. Give me a minute. I got to get back to the training interface. Ah, here we go.
Okay.
Got it. Do a search for BRUJ and it'll come right up.
All right.
Brilliant.
Bruhasius. Okay.
Nope, that's not correct. Hold on a minute. Why does this... Go back here. All right, so we're going to be moving on. This is going to be AR and NY. Yeah, okay, so I've got that set up. I'm waiting for the rotation, the maps, pick bands, and all that stuff to come in.
Right, which is that other tab here. Okay.
Yeah. We have lots of tools now, but each one is its own little, like, website.
Yep, okay, I see it. So...
Okay, here we go. All right, so we're just at this point we're just waiting on the refs have to get in here. They've got to go through map pick bands, ship pick bands, and so on and so forth. So let's see. This is going to be AR, V, Npnyh.
They don't have it listed yet. I think.
No, it's not. No, it's not. They haven't started yet.
Yeah.
They're trying to get their rep. They're trying to get their referee in here to get that process started. We are running a little behind in this group. It is what it is, unfortunately. So we got to wait for map picks, ship picks, all the rest of that stuff. Pick bands. I'm ready for a nap, Zach. I'm ready for a nap. It's been a busy day already.
It has been. It's been a pretty crazy day already. Absolutely, yes.
Busy day already. See who's the ref for this match. That should be posted. Super Slayer. Okay, Super Slayer's the ref for the whole group. So that's right. He's only got there's the 2 matches. He's got the winners bracket, losers bracket. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so group out. They're still getting organized in our group, unfortunately. That's just the way it is. So we'll survive it. All right. I can turn that window off. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Sorry, a little bit of downtime here. Round 1 is finally over, so now they have to get round 2 organized. We happen to be, our scheduled second match happens to be in a group that is running a little behind schedule. So it is what it is. We'll see how this goes. And if they go straight, if for whatever reason this match happens to go in 2 games, we'll probably be all caught up. If it goes all 3 games, we'll probably be a little behind for the rest of the day. So it just is what it is. We are going to be showing you guys after this match, which is going to be AR versus scheduled second match Npnyh. We're going to be showing you what is our 3rd match of the day. Here we go. We're over in Division I. So basically, right now, what's happening in Division I? QCN and Npnyh are playing in the losers bracket. One of those teams will lose that match and will be out of the tournament. The winner of that match will move on to the game that Zath and I are going to cast next, as well as the loser of QQ7 and Apes. And that match is being cast over on Admiral PNG and Carrier Hosho's channel. QQ7 up a game in that match apparently already. So it looks like we might be casting Apes in that tiebreaker game, but we don't know just yet.
Right.
Game two underway. Okay.
Well, while we have a moment, we could also take a look at the prizing again and talk about what everybody's fighting for here.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Zath.
So, basically, everybody's heard of the cash prize and that sort of thing, and that's what happens from the international side of things. So, what you see happening here is everybody's fighting to get to the top so that they can obviously move on to the international finals. But they still win prizes for playing here. They can get doubloons, they can get steel, and they can also get King of the Sea camouflage.
Well, and most importantly, Zach.
Yes.
Most importantly, what's the most important prize on that list?
Respect, of course.
No, well, yes, but respect, and the lamentation of the women in the form of the King of the Sea flag, Zach.
That's right. That's right. It's a special signal flag that you get to hoist that gives you ridiculous bonuses.
Very, very good bonuses.
From playing the game. If many of you guys that have been playing for a long time, years, you might recall the military month command, whatever it is, the one that they gave out in May for Memorial Day like 5 years ago, never have since. It gives you 5% to regular XP, 5% to Commander XP, and 5% to free XP. The King of the Sea flag makes that look like a joke.
It does indeed. If I remember right, and I'm actually going to go look this up on the wiki. Hold on, because I wrote this down years ago when I made this page. Let's see if it's still in here. What were the bonuses?
And
I just remember them being very, very good.
Go ahead. While you're looking that up, just a quick shout out to Taras Boba, who says, Sea Zath Tour. He's calling us Sea Zath Tour.
Seas. Oh, I get it now. I get it now. That's clever. That's clever. I say that, right? And then I want to go, how's that working out for you? Being clever.
Right.
Sorry. I watched Fight Club the other night. All right, so the King of the Sea flag, if they haven't changed the bonuses, is a 15% bonus to credits and a 50% bonus to Commander XP.
Yowza.
That's pretty sexy.
Because when you add everything else to it on top of that, you might quite push over 100,000 Commander XP on a win, on a really good win.
That'd be pretty good, you know. That would be pretty good.
Because I think it's either 65 or 85,000 Commander XP on a clan battle win. That's 2,500 base XP. When you go all in with Asian Lantern camo, the special economic flags, all that good stuff. So yeah,
some good stuff there. All right, we're into the middle of pick ban system. AR has banned Trap. Npnyh has banned Loop. Our first map will be Land of Fire. Going right back to Land of Fire. Npnyh picking the Alpha spawn, so grab that Bravo to Alpha drop down there, Zaf. Swap those around.
Sorry, I'm just... Okay. I had the helper up now again. So you said... What's the first map?
A Land of Fire, and your spawn is going to be... If you set the teams up right, because AR should be the Alpha team.
Yep.
NP and the Bravo team. That means so that spawn for that map is going to be Bravo to Alpha.
Got it.
Or Bravo Alpha. Okay. Waiting on Npnyh's map pick here. Here, let's go to this screen. I can make it so that this screen is correct by doing that.
There we go. Now I'm watching that one too. Okay, good.
At least that screen will be correct while they do the work here. Let's look at some early returns in other groups from round 2. Actually, I only see a couple of finished games. Ayame currently up a game on RBMK. Dale up a game on XPN. Tab up a game on KSF. A ship up a game on TSIOF.
Mm-hmm.
NTAI up a game on QCN. Wookie up a game on SCK.
Are you looking at the loser bracket now?
I'm just looking at all the brackets. There's only about we're in the second full round of games now, and only about 6 matches even have one completed game.
Right.
6 or 8. Kraken up a game on Soar S. That report has just come in.
Oh wow, okay. Like literally, I refreshed. There it is. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Like it literally just like in the 30 seconds it took me to read those other ones, that result has come in. All right, here we go. Map 2 will be Crash Zone Alpha for us. Waiting on AR to pick their spawn. Yeah, just kind of perusing. When this is one of those days, like day 1, day 2, and day 3 are almost days that it would be fun to have like King of the Sea Red Zone, right? Where you'd have nothing but like a control room where you'd pull in clips from interesting matches and you'd show 3 to 4 interesting at the end of the match, and you'd show the 3 to early stages. Maybe they'll just look at the lineups or the ban lists or whatnot and so on. You can have a lot of fun doing something like that, but man, you need a whole team of people to pull that off.
Oh, by the way, somebody in chat had mentioned that the 2 ships that were banned were basically believed, at least if this person is accurate, they were the best played ships on the opposite team. So they just went and they picked the whichever the other clan, their best players, that sort of deal. So,
that seems reasonable.
That makes sense maybe then why Montana is picked. But, we got to keep in mind, of course, random battles and King of the Sea, very different experiences.
Very, very. All right, here we go. AR has picked Bravo spawn for Crash Zone Alpha.
Okay.
So map 2 will also be Bravo to Alpha.
Yep.
Last map will be Northern Waters, and it will also be Bravo to Alpha. So all 3 will be Bravo to Alpha. We're into ship bans now. All right, let's have a look at what our ship bans are. We're waiting for Npnyh's ship ban. And then we'll be just about ready with all of the particulars for this match. You can go have a look at our map rotation. There we go. That's what we've got for maps. There we go. AR bans Goliath. That's an odd choice.
Right?
And Npnyh, again, banning Venezia. Now, after all that talk, right, that we had about, well, if you're going to ban Venezia, you must be doing it for a reason. I look back on the Npnyh lineup from the last game, and I don't necessarily know that I feel that. What did they take that would have felt like the necessity of banning a Venezia? They did have a Stalin. They had one Stalin that sat center. He eventually got Conga Line torped out of existence.
Yes, he did.
I'm sorry. I've got it backwards. That was Nocap's Stalingrad.
Yeah. South in the middle of the map. Yeah.
So what did they have that they banned Venezia for? I guess they just don't like it. I mean, it could literally be that simple, right? It could literally just be like, well, we just don't want to deal with the ship. Okay, that's reasonable. That's totally fair. Maybe you just don't want to deal with the ship.
How much you want to bet, like, they're listening to us talk right now, and they're just, like, giggling off to the side as we're, like, hyper-analyzing the pick, and their answer is they just didn't like it.
The beauty of what we do, Zath, we basically, it's our job to hyper-analyze things. What we do for a tournament like this is the exact same function that guys that work an NFL or an MLB game do. The difference is that we are literally our own producers, camera operators, script writers, and everything else, right? Like it's a one-man band over here. If you have that the mental image of Dick Van Dyke's character from Mary Poppins, doing his thing, that's us on a day like today. And
I mean, you guys saw it earlier. I had to troubleshoot live while also covering the game and everything else,
We've all done that, haven't we? We've all done that, baby. We've all done that.
So, and like Raptor said at the very beginning, you have everything all set and ready to go, and everything looks just perfect, and you hit the start button, everything just...
That's right. As soon as you hit the start button, OBS is like, oh, did you think you were going to have a good stream today? Sorry, buddy. Like, son of a... Yeah!
Right?
So, yeah, been there, done that.
Absolutely.
But this will be a good match. This will be a good match. I'm looking forward to this. We saw AR... Okay, I got to go back. This is why I take notes, guys. We saw AR on day 1 against Star on this map, even. Mm-hmm. As I recall, Star won that game.
Yes, they did.
But
Star...
I don't... Go ahead.
So this is Land of Fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me go into that for a second. Actually, Raptor, would now be a good opportunity for us to fire up that secret weapon of yours?
I suppose. Let's have a check. Let's see if we can make it work. If I do that button, it should come right up. There we go, except that I have it on the wrong map. That's easily fixable. Hold on.
And by the way, I cannot see the chat in the training room. Looks like somebody from PN is rotating out, maybe restarting anyways. But
the stupid website signed me out, so of course it did. Give me a minute, guys, because of course it did.
Womp womp.
Which means I'll probably have to restart the room. Maybe. Let's see. Will it work now? You go away. You come to here. Nope. There we go. I got it. All right.
There we go.
Now it means it probably kicked you out too, Zap.
Oh, did it?
But this is of course for those of you familiar with, this is the World of Warships tactics website. We can come in here and we can have fun. We can draw on this, right? We can drop little icons around here and do what we're gonna do.
Yep. So I am in there now, and do I need anything here to drop icons and stuff?
You shouldn't be able to. You should be able to just click, right? Click on the map somewhere for me, just kind of like that.
No.
No. So what you'll probably look at the top left, you'll have to log in again. You'll refresh, and you'll probably have to log in.
Okay, yeah, because I hadn't logged in before.
Yeah.
So we'll try this for just a moment, okay? In the meantime, people can at least look at this while I'm logging in. So I'm going to sign in. Do you sign in with your Wargaming account?
That's what I usually do, yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
And then you'll have to refresh the window, and it hopefully should come right back up. If not, I can send you the link again.
It came back up, and...
Yep, you are in the room. You should be good to go. So you can see that on when I click, yes?
I can see that, yeah, but I'm not able... Okay. Where's my... It says I do not have permission to edit.
You bloody well should, because you have the link. Refresh the window.
Refreshing the window. Aye. I see the tools. There's the tools. There we go. All right, cool. So now we can...
If in doubt, restart it, right, Zach?
Yes. yes. Absolutely. So interestingly, okay, I have to scroll down a little bit, but whatever, we'll figure it out. So on this one, we saw... Can I just move the ship?
Well, right now I'm not seeing... Yep, I can see you clicking, but you have to do...
All right. So what we saw Land of Fire before, we saw this in the last game too, was basically a standoff up here, some cruisers sitting around with no destroyer support, just waiting for the enemy to push up into sea. Once they were able to push up into sea, that's when we saw them, start kind of swinging back south. We saw Sewer do that. Was it Sewer? Or Star. We saw Star do that last week. And then we saw, who was it just last game? It was PN. We saw PN push down through there as well. And then that key was the Des Moines that you just put up here on that little fidget spinner island.
Right. You can drag those around or label them if you want, or draw arrows or whatever.
Right.
You have to pick the right tool off the list.
What happened, so this was a decisive position last week. And then this week, it was, I think it was this island? Was where we saw the Des Moines in the last battle hanging out. Wasn't that island? Or was it
no, he was actually down. Oh, my bad. It was actually... Hang on. It was actually right... He ended up right here. He was right here, right? He was here, and then he eventually moved up to here.
Right, and this
is... But after he had come down the 10 line over here.
Right.
Kind of like... See, kind of like, not that. Where's my bendy lines? Here we go. No. No. No.
Oh,
There's one in here where you we're dropping.
We dropped, so should we stop playing with
We should probably stop playing with this and go cast the game, shouldn't we?
Ah,
We'll have some
okay.
fun with it. We'll have some fun with it.